From November 16, 2020 to November 20, 2020, preparatory meetings for the commencement of trading under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area were held in Accra, Ghana. Among the stakeholders who have been meeting in person, as well as via virtual means, are heads of customs authorities, as well as technical experts on trade across the continent. The meeting was held to fashion out the critical things needed to ensure the AfCFTA starts in January. Secretary General of the AfCFTA, Kyerematen, explains the importance of this week's meetings.
Today, the ministers will receive those recommendations. They will discuss the recommendations. They will discuss the proposals that have been put to them, and then they will adopt them. We will then transmit those recommendations to the heads of states, the Assembly of Heads of States, which will convene on the 5th of December. It will unfortunately convene virtually. And this summit on the 5th of December is an extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States on implementation of the AfCFTA. So this meeting is very critical because all the recommendations, the outcomes of this meeting will ultimately reach the heads of states, and the heads of states will adopt them, we hope, and will be able to advise and direct on how we start trading from the 1st of January.
On his part, Minister of Trade and Industry, Kyerematen, cautioned that all the efforts invested into advancing the cause of the AfCFTA will become fruitless if stakeholders do not focus on operationalizing the AfCFTA on the ground. He made the remarks at the third and final meeting of the AfCFTA Council of Ministers in Accra, just 6 weeks from the commencement of the continent-wide agreement, which the World Bank believes could boost regional income by $450 billion if implemented fully. While commending respective ministers from across the continent for the work done so far, Mr. Kyerematen said it is now time to move away from the rhetoric of the AfCFTA and for an interrogation to the relevant things that will see trading happening on the ground from January next year.
And go beyond the rhetoric and interrogate the conditions that would bring us to a point where we can confidently say that the CFTA is actually working. And I'd like to make a few suggestions in this regard. First, we have to create awareness among the regulatory authorities, including the customs, standards, and immigration authorities of all state parties. Secondly, we have to create awareness among our economic operators, including producers, exporters, importers, the logistics industry in our various countries, and then the trade support institutions. These are the agents who would make the CFTA work on the ground. And if there's no awareness, we cannot harvest the benefits of the CFTA.